俺がなければやられていたな。佐野だ。
Hey everybody, Bam Collectibles here, back for another statue unboxing review for you. Made by MHD or Never Stop Dream Studio is none other than Itachi. As my thumbnail said, this is one of the most inexpensive statues that you can buy on the market, and if you are someone that's new to collecting or resin statues in general, this is a perfect statue or this statue line to kind of get your feet wet in the hobby. I normally skip the actual unboxing experience because there's a lot more things that we could be seeing and focusing on, but for those that, again, are newer to the hobby or interested in the hobby, I want to show you what it looks like to actually take these outside of the box and the packaging, the styrofoam, the wrapping, everything you see here. When it first came up for order, I believe it was around $70 or $75, and then there's a little bit of shipping costs, about $30 to $35. And with that kind of price range and also the size or scale of this statue, it makes it all in just more affordable to be able to collect and have a whole line of statues representing characters without it breaking the bank or requiring a huge amount of space to be able to display them. Now, for those of you here that are normally love your big, giant, huge statues and you're all, boo, Bam, we want bigger. Well, you know what? I respect these kind of scale of statues because not everybody has not only the funds, but the space to be able to display large statues. And I think these are an amazing alternative for collectors who are on a budget or growing their collection slowly. As this statue line grows, I do plan to release future videos. I believe Conan has been up for pre-order as well as Datara, both sold out. I'm super impressed taking this out of the packaging. First off, we have that black, round, classy looking base with a red trim, and then we have the red cloud on the bottom. And then also on the very bottom of the statue, we'll see there is a battery cartridge area, which we will go over later what that is and is for. And then also we have the red resin that's on the top, and it could be representing two different things, right? Could be the chakra effects that form when a Susanoo is summoned, or it could be him using a fire jutsu. We're not really sure, but you can interpret it however you want to. I'm pretty much going to stick to the fact that it is the bottom forming base of the Susanoo based on other parts we'll see. Now, I needed to grab a flat-headed smaller screwdriver to pry open this battery cartridge on the bottom, which unfortunately the batteries were not included. I think because to keep price down, and also shipping statues with batteries can come with an extra cost as far as the shipping charges go. So some companies do not include them. Thankfully, my wife actually had a pair of the batteries that's needed for this statue right here, so you can take a look at what they are, the actual numbers if you need to order some for yourself. But I'll go ahead and get these bad boys installed in here. We can see, I can't believe a statue at this price range actually has built-in LEDs for the statue. On the back of the base is also an on and off switch. I accidentally left it on, so the LEDs are immediately turning on. How amazing does that look in the statue, right? Again, for such a budget range price statue, an incredible addition to have. You get the experience of a classy round style base, and you also get these amazing LEDs to come with. In comes Itachi in what we would call a WCF scale. That stands for World Collectible Figure, and it's kind of the name that's given to statues that are not chibi style, but they are a lot smaller in scale. Like if we had to put a scale to it, it would be like 1/15th scale or 1/20th scale of the actual figure. But it's incredible how many details they're able to pack on to such a small character. Zooming in, you'll see all the different details they packed into stuff like the fingers, and if we look at the back of the collar of his neck, we'll see Itachi's ponytail, and then zooming around to the front area, we'll notice his face is extremely well done for this scale. You can see this is like the size of my fingernail. The tip of my finger is the size of his head, but yet they still managed to pack in every single bit of detail of his character. With the black notch on the bottom of his foot, he keys right into the base, and he is in more of a leaning forward pose. I know it didn't exactly happen in the show, but they have this sculpted ribcage of his Susanoo that is forming around him. This is more of a Sasuke thing that they showed in the series, but I think it's cool that we have this interpretation of it on the statue. You can see each individual ribcage bone was sculpted and goes into that centerpiece, which acts as kind of the pillar or actual literal backbone of the statue itself. Also, just like in the show, when it's in its skeletal form, it has, just these little sort of like screwdriver nuts or bolts on some of the joints of the bones as well. Gotta say, pretty slick looking paint job on here as well. We have the blendings of both the orange, yellow, and red that you can see all throughout. With that installed and surrounding him, we also have another additional piece that's going to be going on here. We have the right hand of the Susanoo in still the skeletal form. We have all the different fingers with those nuts and bolt joints. On the back side, we have a magnet and a notch. That's how it is going to be connecting to the rest of the statue. And also look at the wrist there. That's cool how it's going to split into two. The studio that made this statue also made the Tailed Beast series that I'm slowly showcasing. So far, I've done 9 tails and 1 tail, and they'll also have 3 tails in the house I'll be doing soon, and others to follow. So I'm really hoping they will complete all of the Akatsuki line to release later. For the edition size plaque on this statue, they came with a credit card looking art card of Itachi. On the bottom right, we'll see that there were 777 made. Mine's number 456. We have the studio logo again on the back there, but a cool little addition you can put next to your statue and display on a stand if you'd like. And dimming down the lights, you'll see it looks incredible in the dark. I said it in the beginning and I'll say it again, MHD or Never Stop Dream Studio did an incredible job at bringing us an amazing product at an affordable price, and I hope you've enjoyed this showcase today and you look forward to other future members being showcased, and I will see you in the next video. Again, thanks for taking the time to watch my stuff, and do what you love what you do. Bam out.